doing? This is the Bitter Cartoonist from the Bronx. My guest here is Jose Velazquez, a fixture of the Bronx art scene. He comes from Puerto Rico, and he's done many amazing, impressive things in his life, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about that. Tell me, Jose,
Uh-huh.
how do you describe yourself as an artist?
Myself as an artist.
Yeah. What do you?
Well, I uh, I think art has a lot to do not only with the will to do things, but also to do some research as well. I think I combine the love of for art, but also with learning and trying to get deeper into things. Not only just because I feel something to do, which is okay, but I like to go deep into things. I have some curiosity, like something that attracts me. So I pay attention on that. So that's what I in my case I like to go like like a detective to follow the things how they come together and in my mind, and that's why.
Okay, first question. What's your connection to the Bronx?
Well, actually, I came into the Bronx because when I first came to New York.
Right.
I came to New York because I have a family issue that I want to fix, and then I start. I need a job and work. And I start working with uh, the Board of Ed,
Ah,
the Department of Education in New
right.
York City as a sub teaching in District 9. So I work in the many schools in this District 9, and most of the time in 339 Webster. Hardware. So that's what. And later, I participate here in Boricua College. At that time, they also have another schools also in the same building.
Right.
And a friend of mine, his name is Pedro Gaston, invited me to an exhibition he was organizing, and I was also as a curator.
Mhm.
And I received an invitation from the dean of the Boricua College at that time, was uh, Jose Israel Lopez. He invited me if I wanted to teach here also, and then I decided to start teaching. That was 2017.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, we lost him during the pandemic, so it was a deep something I suffered a lot of as well. Then I started teaching in the autumn of 2017, and then later next year, uh, the administration also asked me to organize the exhibition in the gallery, and then after the pandemic, they asked me to, and then they promote me to the artist in residence. So,
Here's a question. How do you feel about the world these days?
the world.
Yeah. How do you feel about the world?
Oh, I think deep is something very. Sometimes when I remember I was reading in school, studying history, I thought those conflicts like world wars and things like that was something of the past. But sometimes I think maybe we are closer than ever. I hope no, but you know, I think we need love, like a song of the Beatles said used to say.
Yeah.
But the word needs is love.
Do you think that art can help?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I've helped a lot. That a lot of people get very touched. Many art, not only visual arts, but also poetry and theater and music, because all the art inspiration is different, manifests in different ways.
Yeah.
I think that's in the human nature. Art is just that's part to be considered part of the biology and psychology, because they don't see it until we do. You know the artwork. But they but I think that art is in the human nature. It's a need. You know, besides a market, which also we need from time to time. I think art we need any time. I think art any time. I feel when I dream, my dreams are a lot of colors and sounds and music. I'm very multisensual dreams. So I think it's in the
In
it
the
should be
game.
considered again. You know, the definition of science and art should be reconsidered again.
What is the importance of art in your personal life?
Well, I since I was a kid, I was in connection with art in some way or another. I was always drawing and have my in my school notebooks a lot of drawings and also movement. I remember I used to put different little stick figures, and
Mhm.
in the bottom of the pages, and then when I went put like this, they were moving, and so I've been in connection with art in many ways, and now I can say most of my part of my life I earn my life, you know, through art. So that makes me very happy in that sense. Sometimes I have some issues that I have to work in other kind of jobs, but I think I also used to do some art as well. So art is very important for me. It's part of my life. It's in my uh,
Yeah.
brain.
What's that so? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So what was it about art that attracted you early on? What made art so important to you when you were young? What was it?
When I was young, actually, I came from a working family, and I remember my father was a draftsman. Also, besides, he has also another work as part of the company that was in charge of giving the electrical power
Yeah.
supply
Yeah.
to Puerto Rico. But in his spare time, he also make a lot of design of buildings and houses. And I started looking at him doing all those kind of things,
Hmm.
and but also have some other books of art and the connection of doing art for buildings, but also for the rendering,
Hmm.
because at that time the computer were not there were no computer at all.
Right.
Everything
Right.
had to be done handmade.
Yeah.
So I remember he also not only doing the 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 plan say the blueprints of the building of the houses, but
Right.
also the rendering and like an AutoCAD, a handmade AutoCAD somehow. So when I came to the university, I also studied fine arts, and then I began to work in the advertising industry. At that
In
time,
Puerto
also,
Rico?
yeah, in Puerto Rico, yeah, but I think I worked like for about 20 years or maybe more,
Wow.
since the 70s to the 90s.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so doing a lot of layout and comprehensive and presentation for the clients. Yeah, well, that's why I'm a big part of my life doing. I remember there was they call art directors in different
Mhm.
agencies, and
Yeah.
I had a friends that most of them were art director in different advertising agency, and they used to call me, or I called them. You know, I could work in few days or some weeks in one agency, and I was as a freelance. And then I called them and say, "You have something for me this week or the next?" I always have for changing from one place to another. That was
Right.
very interesting at that time, and actually we do a lot of things by just drawing and sketching. I think they still also have somewhere or another have some kind of museum. Uh, I suppose all those advertising agencies, even is promoting products, but there was a lot of work and a lot of nice drawings and nice illustration at that time as well.
Okay, so what was your biggest artistic influence when you were young? The what and who was your biggest artistic influence?
Oh, besides what I have at home,
Yeah,
I
when
also
you were
have
young.
the art teacher. I also have an art teacher. At that time,
Okay.
we had an art teacher in school. His name was Luis Hernandez Saavedra. He was a very nice guy, and he
Good.
also, besides explaining us basic, basic techniques, he also explained a lot about different painters and
Mhm.
the art history. And I admire him how much he knew about the art histories. So I think it was a big inspiration for me. Also, when I was in high school, 12th grade, there was there's an event celebrating the 450 years of the foundation at the capital city of San Juan, and
Right.
I participated in that as well. I earned the second prize.
Oh, very nice.
All the island with the drawing, with the painting. It was very fast painting. I just I I paint because all the teachers and they wanted me to participate in the, I was very interested, very beautiful for me.
Oh,
And I also got in contact with theater and me in music, because music was also a very important part of me as well.
so there was a big art scene in Puerto Rico, huh?
I suppose yes. I
You
think
know.
art has been a very important thing for Puerto Ricans.
What is your least liked aspect of art culture? What do you hate about art culture? La
What I
cultura.
hate
Yeah, about the art culture. At least today's art culture.
today, well, I think I would like to see more manifestation of things, deeper, of manifestation of love. I
Huh.
I I I, I maybe I can say, I don't know if the word hate, but it impressed me some history. I remember some time ago I read a book about a Spanish psychiatrist. I don't remember exactly the title, but it was something like psychoanalysis study of different masters, and based on the diaries of
Right.
different artists. And he wrote that book because analyzing the diaries and the mental health of some artists, and that's what very impressed me, because I saw a very a dark side in the art,
Right.
very that touched me a lot. So I think art also has, well, since it is the human nature, we also have some dark spot as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Okay.
not perfection at all.
Art culture. What's your favorite part?
The favorite, my favorite is that art gives us the chance to let us, let's make other people enjoy things that we have inside, and maybe they cannot see unless we give some hints, some proof, some like in invitation. So art is also a way of, it's a language, or many different language together,
Yeah.
that also gave artists that chance to use as many things you can even conceive, even from I tell my students as well. You don't need to be an artist to try to do some art or to express yourself. The thing is to discover the more you practice some techniques, the more you give your chance. You give yourself a chance to do this. More ideas will be coming to your mind, and then you will feel more at ease, because then your artistic toolbox. We have more resources for you to express yourself. So that's something I love in art,
That's
because it can
that's
change. I have many things that the students have written about the experience, because some of them, oh, at the beginning I didn't want to take this class, but since I started, like you said, giving myself a chance, I enjoy this so much I didn't want it to finish. Oh, that was a very many good things that students have.
what is your dream creation? What do you want to create sometime in the future?
Well, I'm still working on the paintings. You saw Kinetics, and maybe someday I could make a movie, some kind of
Ah,
a movie that will connect all those experiences and the music and everything that I have, because I have so many interests. And
yeah. I want to see
and
that. I want to see that movie.
some time ago, I thought, oh, I have so many interests, my mind can dissolve. It does so many things. But or otherwise, I can put all those things together in some kind of a project. So that's what I publish the books I show you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a way
Very
to
nice.
connect the different interests. In some, I think also movie could be, because I remember during my years in advertising agency, we did storyboards for some commercial, you know. So
Yeah.
maybe I can do something like you do as well, some kind of, but putting in not on the page but also on the screen as well.
That's it. That was the questions. Thank
Oh,
you so much. So what
thank
I'm
you.
gonna do, I'm gonna show it to you, but don't get like, it's really bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
got some
just a
me that
little
I
bit.
thinking and deep philosopher.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a little bit of you, and it's not supposed to be perfect because of course 10 minutes, right?